Well, it's that time again. It looks like we're going to do another randomized video. And once again, Medved and Hirsch are not on the wheel because, well, it's my video and I don't like those maps, so we're not going to do them. But we do have everything else on here, and we're going to go ahead and spin this map and see what we end up getting. And then we're going to spin for a few different weapons to use on that map and just kind of see how it goes. Last time we did this, we had quite a bit of fun, and you guys loved that video as well, so definitely going to try and do some more of those. So let's go ahead and spin it and see what we can end up getting. Well, I'm pretty happy with that. I love Awaroa. It's a great map. The only problem I might run into is the fact that it's 10 p.m. at night when I'm recording this, and that typically will mean that there's not going to be nearly as many servers up, but we're going to try our best to get into a few and see how it goes. Now, for those of you that are not familiar with this, I only play multiplayer when I do challenges like this, just so I can't like already know that there's a diamond on my map. It's a little more randomized and hard to predict when you jump into multiplayer, so that's why I tend to do that instead of single player for these challenge videos. So yeah, we're not going to be doing it in single, and hopefully there's going to be enough Awaroa servers up to even do this. If there isn't, we'll have to spin for another map. Alright, well, let's go ahead and spin for our weapons. We're going to try and get a few different guns so we can cover every single class range. So let's see how this goes. Actually, you know, now that I think of it, instead of going for something that will cover every class range, let's just spin for 3 weapons. Whatever we get is what we end up getting. I think that will be a fun way to do it. Okay, that's a solid first weapon. 270 is a great gun. It's definitely not as powerful as stuff like the 30-06 or the 308, but it's definitely a usable weapon, so I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go ahead and spin for the second one and see what we end up getting for that. Oh gosh, that's rough. This is the bolt action 223. I've got the 223 AR right here. That's the bolt action. Oh no. Well, this is going to be interesting. Now, let's go ahead and spin for the third one. Hopefully it will be better than that one was. I'd like to at least get a class 9 or a class 1 weapon. So far we have neither of those, so I guess we'll see how this goes. Well, we got the wish of a class 1 weapon, but it's definitely not the class 1 weapon that I had in mind. But I suppose that's going to be our third weapon, so let's go ahead and start hunting. You know, now that I think of it, I actually don't think there's even a class 9 animal on Awaroa, and in fact, I know for a fact there isn't. The highest class animal is class 6, so yeah, we can cover everything with the guns that we have, which honestly is perfect. It's a great map to use weapons like this on. So let's go ahead and pick one of these servers. Luckily, there's 2 up. Unfortunately, there's only 2 up, so we're gonna just have to hope that these are decent servers, and hope that we don't run into any issues while we're on them, because we're really limited on options right now, which is very unfortunate. And we crashed. Well, amazing start. Alright, we actually made it into the other server, so even though this is at a time that I don't really care to be hunting at, which is 1342, we're just gonna have to make do and, I guess, hunt feed zones since nothing's really drinking at this time. However, this is actually gonna be a decent server because the host is only level 26. So there is a decent chance that the map might be relatively unsearched, or at least that's what I'm going to hope for. And yeah, there's barely any need zones through here. We might be able to find some good feed zones and maybe get a few nice trophies. Well, just to kind of get back into the groove of using the 270, I think we're going to go ahead and shoot this fallow deer. It's the first thing that I've seen, so let's see if we can put a shot into it and get good vital hits. And that probably was good. Yeah, it definitely was. So we can now confirm that we can still hit decent shots with the 270. I believe that was through the shoulder, so we shouldn't have to worry about weird angles with the fallow deer at least. It's been a bit since I've used this rifle. I just wanted to real quickly take a shot on one. and get an idea of what we're going to be working with, and that is a pig right there. So that is a level 3. However, I don't think we're going to go for that guy. I think we'll leave him alone. So there is our little fallow deer. We actually did not hit the shoulder blade, and it was just a single lung. This one is a nice little silver scoring level 3. A good looking small fallow deer. I do think that some of these smaller fallow deer do actually look pretty nice. They're definitely not as impressive as the large ones, but even the smaller fallow deer look good. I think the fallow deer are probably one of the cooler true racks that they've done. And I think, based on the amount of you that wanted a fallow deer great one to be in the game, I think a lot of you probably agree that the fallow deer are pretty insane looking true racks and just look really, really nice. Ooh, okay, so this actually could be quite fun. We've got a bunch of rabbits right there. So I think we're going to try and shotgun them, because we do have the shotgun with us. And that is somebody else shooting. Where are they even? Okay, they're still pretty far away, so I think we should be okay. But as I was saying, let's try to get some of these rabbits. And in fact, that one might be a rare. I can't really tell. We're going to have to get closer. Now, one cool thing, or I guess not cool, if depending on how you look at it, when you're in multiplayer, the European rabbits do not react properly. So you can actually get pretty close before they spook and kind of just gauge what's in the area, which can be very useful if you're grinding for a specific rabbit. And oh my gosh, that was a 2-for-1 there. Did we get that guy too? I think we missed it. We definitely got him that time. I'd say there's probably not many bunnies left alive. That was a lot of destruction in just a couple shots. Let's see if any of these were anything good. It looks like not really. I think we looked at the others' levels and they weren't too crazy. Yeah, all of these seem to be pretty basic rabbits, unfortunately. But it is what it is. That was quite a bit of fun, so at the end of the day, that's really all that matters. Okay, so we may have just ran into best case scenario. This server's at the very end of Red Deer drink time. If we are fast enough, we can check a couple of these lakes before the time is done. And maybe if we're lucky, we'll end up finding... Oh gosh, he changed the time. We gotta rush it. We gotta rush. Let's hope that we can actually catch up to them before they leave the zones. Sometimes in multiplayer, they won't leave their zones immediately when there's a time change. So if we're lucky, we can get over to the lake and hopefully get a red deer or two. Well, the time was just changed once again, but this time to 1747 for some reason, which is a bit of an odd time. But I mean, I guess that's going to push us into red deer time eventually, so that's a positive. I guess we'll just wait till the red deer show up, and in the meantime, we'll kind of just run around through the forests and see if we can find any Seco or red deer in their feeding and resting zones, and I guess pass the time that way. Well, we've got a few turkeys over there. I suppose if we can get close enough to actually take them with the shotgun, that could be kind of fun. We do have a 9-11 in that mixture, which can make diamond if you're lucky. And there's also a little light brown there, which isn't a special thing anymore, but it's still a little bit more interesting than just the regular commons. However, we just got some warning thumps from some rabbits up here, so I think first we will go check those out and see if any of them are worth taking down. That one's definitely decent. Well, yeah, we got a couple decent ones. Let's go ahead and actually blast these first. Then we will take care of those turkeys if we can get close enough to. There we go. That's 2 of them down. Is there any more around here? To be honest, I don't think there is. I think these were the only 2, but that is our first gold of the day, I believe. Not too bad. A decent-sized male European rabbit. And this other one should be roughly the same, and it is 2 on the dot as well. Couple very nice sized rabbits, definitely the best things we've killed today. Okay, so they have started moving towards us. Unfortunately, they're starting to notice that we're here as well, which is not a good thing. There's a very good chance they could spook off, but if we're lucky, they might just keep coming this way. And then we can hopefully get at least 2 of them down. That was so cool. Oh my gosh. Honestly, that never gets old. The up-close mating calls of the turkeys are just so good. Though the turkeys themselves may not act super realistically, at least compared to real-life standards on the ways you would expect to hunt them, you can't deny that they sound fantastic, and it's just so incredible every time one gobbles up close. But I think it is now time. Let's close the distance and try to take down these turkeys right here. that should be it for both of those. If we can no-scope this one, then we will. I think it could be pretty fun with the shotgun. Oh yeah, that was great. Beautiful. Is that more turkeys? I think it is. Yeah, but it's just some females, so let's go ahead and claim these and see what they are. That's just a basic 4.30. That was the smallest of the bunch, so let's go grab the other ones. They're a little bit more interesting. Well, there is our little light brown 4.20, and it was actually lower scoring than the other, but it is a light brown, so it's a little bit more interesting. But this is the one that has a chance at actually making diamond. Do I think it will? Probably not, but you never know. So it's always good to get the 9 to 11s down, and this one is just the gold, but 4.40 makes it the largest turkey of the day, and I think probably the best trophy of the day as well. Although those rabbits were pretty decent also, but I'd say this turkey's probably a little bit better. But now we're gonna go chase down some red deer because I do believe it is officially past their time. So let's go see if we can find some. Ooh, there we go. There is a 9 to 11 light brown level 2 turkey on our way over to this red deer drink zone that I like to check on every server I get into. If we can take down this turkey on the way, that would be absolutely amazing. I believe the red deer are kind of like over here, if I'm not mistaken. I usually don't approach from this angle, so it's kind of hard to remember, but we got to take down this turkey for sure. You know, we're actually going to have to close the distance, I think, because this thing is just staying alerted. I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. However, we are able to get close. A little bit closer than normal, considering this is multiplayer and things tend to be a little bit more delayed in their reactions whenever you're playing multiplayer, just because of the connection to the host of the server. And this host does have kind of a rough ping at 300, so yeah, things are a little bit slow to react. But this is a nice turkey right here. Please, please let this be a diamond. It's a gold, 4.30. Well, it was worth a shot. Well, we found one of the red deer. Not exactly what I was hoping to see, but there's plenty of this zone that's not in render yet, so maybe there will be a better one, but that's pretty disappointing. I hope that's not the only thing here. Oh, thankfully it's not the only one here, but that guy's really not much better, unfortunately, so I think we're gonna leave these ones alone, and actually there's even more coming down. Wow, I've never seen hinds at this zone. On my map, it's only stags, no matter how much I hunted. That's interesting. That's very interesting. But unfortunately, none of the stags here are anything too crazy, so we will just move on, I think. Well, unfortunately, there's not much different at this zone either. Man, this has been kind of a rough server for red deer. All of them have been below level 6. That's really, really sad. Finally, we're seeing some things above level 6. That is a level 7 stag, and there also is a level 7 over here. Man, you guys have no idea how excited I am to see just a level 7. This server has been so rough with the levels of the red deer. They've just all been below level 7. Like, I think level 6 was the best we had seen. Now we've got 2 7s. I think it's time we take a couple of these bad boys down and see if we can see some others around the lake as well. Oh, hello there. We've got ourselves another level 7. Well, we took out the 2, so we might as well take out the 3rd. And that seems to be a decent shot, I believe. He should go down, and yeah, he is starting to lose HP. And oh my gosh, that's a big mythical as well. Man, it's kind of crazy to think that I'm getting this excited over just 7s and 8s, but that's just how rough this challenge has been. And not even because of the map or the guns, but just the time of day that we ended up getting. It's really unfortunate that we got this type of a map this late at night, with it being almost 11 p.m. my time. There's not a lot of people playing Awaroa at this hour. Usually during midday there's around 7 or 8 servers up at a time, but around now it's just nowhere near as many, so we're very limited on our options. And considering that, I think we've done okay. There's not too much more we can do but just make the best of the couple servers that are available. There he is. There's our first level 7 we shot at. 180, 270, probably one of the smaller level 7s that you could possibly get, but still a cool looking one. Okay, there's our mythical. I actually did not realize that he started coming back, so we spooked him, but that should get him down pretty quickly. I think the first shot might have been spine, but then the next shot for sure got him right in the lungs where we needed to go. There he is, a super uneven level 8, but still a stunning level 8 nonetheless. Half of this rack is my favorite mythical rack. I absolutely love this one over here. I think it looks a lot like the old mythical and old, I guess, yeah, just mainly the mythical. The old mythical rack, it kind of looks similar to the legacy one, which I do like that style of red deer rack. I'd love to get a rare with this rack. I've got one that's 50-50. It's half that rack and half, I believe, the one that my albino level 8 is. But I've never killed one where it's even this rack on both sides and a rare. And that is honestly one of my dream red deer. Well, what are you doing, buddy? Well then, that was interesting. We go from giant mythical to about as small as a level 4 can get. Fantastic. Well, there we have it. This is the last of the level 7s. And this is probably the nicest looking level 7 of them all. And actually, I think we might have forgot to pick one up, and I have no idea where it possibly went, so we're probably just gonna forget about it. And honestly, I think it's about time to end the video. Okay, fine. We will use the 223 one time before we end this video. So let's just get this over with. There. Are you guys happy? We used the 223. Alright, leave a comment down below if you guys made it this far in the video. Just comment, I made it, down below, and we'll see how many people that confuses for the people that didn't make it this far in the video. Think of it as a way to show that you watched the video to the end. I can just imagine it now, a bunch of comments down below there just saying, I made it, just confusing everybody that just clicked on the video and went straight to the comments. It's honestly gonna be pretty great. I'm sure there'll be quite a few people just questioning why there's so many comments saying it. Well, as with any shot with the 223, we're gonna be tracking for a very long time. Like, very long time. What? What are you doing here? Well, that didn't get heart like I was hoping it would, but I suppose that's deer number 3 and no scope. Nope, didn't think that would work. Well, anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, click that like button, and ring that notification bell so that you guys will never miss any of the future uploads. Also, be sure to leave a comment down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know and I will try to respond to as many of the comments as I can. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!